Hey everyone, Von Gathens here, and I want to share a quick article I read this week, and the article connects back to this convo. I want to continue about the post COVID-19 America and the post COVID-19 world we're going to live in. So we're not going to be long. I'm going to try to be really, really, really fast. So this article titled "A Few Countries Are Creeping Toward Food Protection." And what the article talks about is these countries who are global suppliers um, of resources, pretty much food resources like rice, flour, wheat, um, and they're getting ready to hoard their resources. And they're hoarding their resources because they see the panic buying going, and they can't produce for their country and these domestic countries in the U.S. So what they're doing is they're getting ready to hoard their resources, and we don't know how long COVID-19 will pass. I'm not here to put panic in anyone, but the reason I'm talking about this is because it's going to be a question about our supply chain going forward. And then when you think about and talk about the fact that there are no medical masks, um, a limited supply of medical masks, a limited supply of gloves, um, all these things that are made overseas, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, all these different countries that they either hoarding or they don't even have the manpower to make it for everyone all around the globe. So just to look at the article real quick, and again, this is going to be really really short. Um, um, Kazakhstan, one of the world's biggest shippers of wheat flours, just banned exports of that source of flour, along with others including carrots, sugar, and potatoes. So carrots and potatoes, like that's a big those are big food resources. And that's not to say they can't get it anywhere else. It might be some domestic farmers, but we know this country probably has the manpower and the machinery to make to produce these products, to package them, and to ship them over here. And need I say more about sugar? You know, sugar isn't everything. And then we want to look at the next sentence where it says Vietnam Customs Department reportedly ordered a stop to rice exports Tuesday to ensure domestic food security. So these countries are taking care of themselves. And it begs the question to the U.S., that's supposed to be the most powerful country in the world, why is your supply chain weak? It's never bounced back since the last recession we had. And I know the president, um, Donald Trump, he tried to create this America First thing. He wanted Americans to create their own products, but we're not in the position to. And what's the long term plan about that? You just can't say America First. We can make our own stuff, and we don't have the training, the education, the machinery, the manpower to do it. You need a plan. So what's going to happen after this COVID-19? It needs to be questions about supply chain, and some of the questions are, why aren't we making our own resources here in America? Um, how can we make our own resources? Where are the factories? Where's the machinery? Where's the technology? And then why aren't we prepping people to do this? Not the same old career tracks where we're going to need people in supply chain and logistics that are able to do this. And it's going to be a huge opportunity for business. Capitalism scores again, but it is what it is in America. But it's going to be a huge opportunity. Not too long ago, I had an article I put on my Facebook. Nobody liked it because I didn't want nobody to like it. I just wanted to share it for myself. Where they talked about how the black women hair industry was impacted because their hair is getting manufactured in China, and black women dominate the hair industry. They are the innovators of it. You're looking at Madam C.J. Walker. Not too long ago on Netflix, she just had a biopic out. We always have dominated. Well, black women have always dominated hair, but if the supply is short, what can they do with it? Because they can't make their stuff here because there's not the manpower, the machinery, technology, all those things to make it here. So we're going to have some real questions about our supply chain after this COVID-19 ceases. It needs to, and it's going to be a huge opportunity for jobs. It's going to be a huge opportunity for business and enterprise because if we can't make our stuff, we're in trouble, and we're seeing that now. There's no mask for medical workers, healthcare workers, goggles, plastic gloves. A lot of those things are made in China and all these other countries, and they're hoarding now. So that's a question we're going to have to answer. So to wrap up the article, um, I'm using my professional voice, so excuse me. If you really know me, you know I don't talk like this. Serbia has stopped the flow of its sunflower oil. Sunflower oil. You look at the back of a lot of food, you see sunflower oil there. That's an essential um, resource that's used in food. And Russia, the biggest player on the global grain market, is leaving the door open for shipment bans. And then you read here, a guy from Bloomberg says there are no clear signs that the trend will grow more widely. But prices in Chicago have rallied in the past week on hoarding concerns, a gentle reminder that bread has emerged through history as a symbol of despair when supplies run low. So the bread's running thin, it's being constantly made, and you need wheat to make it. But where's the wheat coming from? It's coming from this country right here in Central Asia. But they don't want to give us wheat. And then lastly, China, here goes China again, the biggest producer and consumer of rice, has revamped its pricing policy for the staple. So, what I want everyone to take away from this is after COVID-19 ceases, we need talks about supply chain. That's in our politics, that's in our business, that's in our schooling, education. Meaning, what are we going to do about our supply chain? Why aren't things made here? How can we get things made in America? How can we train people? Because this could lead to job growth. This could lead to GDP going up, global competitiveness. So I'm not going to be long, like I said, and I wasn't long. I'm done. Like, share, comment, feedback. Send me a message if you got some critiques, and we'll go from there. So Javon Gathings, I'm out.